So, like I was saying before it went off, I said there is a time when your strength. So, I was using a particular student as an example. So, this student is very brilliant, like the best in school, and she's always going for school competitions. Every now and then, this competition, that competition. And you know, when a student that is the best in class is always going for competition, the others are in class, she's going, yeah, she's getting the accolade, but she didn't get the time to work. So that is when strength, it has become weakness automatically because she is articulate, presentable, she's topping the class, but at that point she was missing. So in places like this is when you say strength become weakness. You understand? When you see that too much demand of that your strength is affecting you. We also we do that. That will be like, I know I can't go for this class again. I can't do this part of the business again. Like those in my industry now, fashion industry, the strength of many garment makers is their weakness in the part of visibility. Some of them, because this work make them sit most times, they don't have the time to go out. They don't have the time to network. They don't have the time to even do something for themselves. So these are the parts when strength. Sorry, I need to mute. Yeah, so that's it. Their weakness becomes strength. So now you already know your weakness. You know you are not really good at something. It's not bad. Weakness is not a bad thing at all. It is an opportunity in disguise because when you have weakness, it is showing you what to do, where to improve. Your weakness should always be um, your areas of improvement. It is a place where you should always ask yourself, okay, what should I do right? How can I do things better? What can I do to make things better? You understand? Weakness is never a failure. Write it down. See, when you are doing SWOT analysis, be honest with yourself. Unless if you are doing it with your friend, with your team. But if it's with you, it's you now. Tell yourself the truth. My weakness is that I don't dress well. My weakness is that I don't speak good English. My weakness is that I cannot use the computer. My weakness is that I don't have a proper education. My weakness is that I don't have the skills. My weakness is that I am living in this environment, in this circle. So those weaknesses are what you will work on. And those are the periods when your weakness can now become strength. Or your weakness can become strength because, like now, I have, I'm not the one teaching all those that have done my AI class. I'm not your facilitator. My name is not Felicia. You understand? Then for those that came from Mr. Chris class, Mr. Chris is not the one teaching you. Mr. Lawyer Curtis is not the one teaching you. The young African mentorship is the one teaching. I'm the one teaching you. It is not a weakness on their part. It is a strength on their part because they can collaborate. They can partner. The person plating air, can you kind of turn off your video? Yusuf Iyabo Zainab, can you turn off your video? Yes. Yes. I know you didn't know. Yeah. Thank you for that. So the thing is, your strength at times, I mean the weakness not always weakness. The strength is and many people don't know that is actually strength. So your weakness can just be what you need to help yourself to sorry, I'm trying to mute to help yourself to improve. So it can be the area you will employ someone for those that have the opportunity to employ or to seek assistance or for you to get better. That is what weakness is. Your weakness is not failure. It is not a bad thing. Then for opportunities. Now, when opportunities become threats, Let's say you are the best in what you do, like the best designer, the best caterer, the best MC. And then these opportunities are now bringing you into environments, or is not spotlighting you to the kind of circle or to the kind of opportunities that can eventually harm you. So the opportunities have become threats. So that means that is when they say not all that glitters is gold, and it's not all opportunities you jump at. When you know your strength and weakness, you will know which opportunity can be to you. So maybe you tap into it strategically, or you tap into it and then you cut it off at the right time. So in those parts is where you can now say, okay, my opportunity, I don't want it to become threat. So now when you understand that, then you know that, oh, and then it may not be you. It may just be that some opportunities are coming that can eventually become threats. Then you avoid those opportunities entirely. You don't even go near those opportunities. Then when threats become opportunities. So if you look at the slide of threats, you can see I said threat is flood, natural disaster, policy exchange. For those that know how to explore and to prepare ahead, those threats have become opportunities. Like I used to tell some of my people, I say, work as if you are in the war zone. Prepare yourself as if you're in the war zone. In the war zone that I mean is not that you should go and find a war and start and start working in those places. In the war zone that I'm talking about means that, let's say, I've been around crisis very much so I can tell. So there was a time that we were around some kind of crisis like that, and you know, our house became some kind of camp that people had to run to for refuge. And at that period, the people in our house started selling to those people. It was a threat because it was a riot, but then people needed food, they needed shelter. We've given shelter for free because we have resources. You can see that is strength in disguise. The strength was that in my house, there's always water. I think that thing makes me, anywhere I want to live now, the first thing I look for is water. Any place that there is no enough water, it's always challenging for me to try this kind of environment. So the thing around there was that we had water, we had well that you could fetch, we had reservoirs, like big tanks up, big tanks down. So we are always having water. So people come in. So the number of people that we brought in did not even mess our environment. Then we had rooms aside our own building. We had like 6 extra rooms, and these 6 extra rooms had toilets, had bathroom, there's a kitchen. So nobody is disturbing us. So you can see that is resources has become strength for my family. Now, at that period that we were able to house people in these places, food was the limiter there. And we had access to move around. You understand? So go to the market, get all this food, bring it down, sell to these people because they can't move around. But we can move around based on the influence that my dad had there. So he could move around all those crisis environments easily. You understand? And that became strength. You understand? And then you can see how the trade became a market. We it's not like we wanted to sell, but we had to because people needed to sell. You can see this is where comes opportunity. So look around you. What is the thing that is coming? Christmas has come. New Year is coming. In New Year, what is the thing coming? For some industries, this is the time that staff has, employees are very scarce. What service can you provide at that period for people that are short of employees? And then you now empower yourself, like you become the king in that environment. So that is when threats become opportunities. There are different analogies of where threats becomes opportunities, but these are some basic examples that I can give you. And For you to turn threats into opportunities, you have to be futuristic. You have to be somebody that can think ahead, that can see. I have people I consult with, and by the time I start consulting for them, I tell them, can you do this, this, and this, so that by next year ending, when these opportunities come, you'll be able to handle it, or when this crisis comes, you'll be able to handle it. Like when dollar was rising, like that was 2023, end of 2023, when dollar moved, I think middle of the year, from 460 naira to around 700. Those that understand how this money works, they knew by December dollar will be around 1,000, 1,512, like that. It was fluctuating. And there was a period, even me then, I needed to make a payment, and dollar was 1,700 then. Like, oh, I can't make this payment. I needed to pay $1,000. So what did I do? Instead of paying 1.7 million naira, I didn't do that too. I just looked for somebody that had the dollar, and I told her, because there's going to be a refund. I told her, can you pay this $1,000 on my behalf? Loan me $1,000. And when my payment comes in, it's coming back as 1,000. That's a trade that became an opportunity for her. So instead of me to now exchange at 1,700, all I did was to trade within the dollar market. You had dollar, make the payment, the refund is coming in dollar, then you get your dollar back. And that was it. Win-win. And by the time I was going to make my exchange, dollar just quickly came down around that period. I think like 1,100 naira. And shoot, I quickly did my exchange. So you see, I saved myself 600 naira. So these are the ways by which you can make your strength always strength, weakness become strength, opportunities, always opportunities, and threats become opportunities. Remember, that is the goal. Make your strength, please write this down in case you are writing notes. Make your strength always strength. I don't have it as notes, or you can put it on your period group. Try as much as possible to maintain your strength as strength, to improve your weaknesses to become strengths, to make your opportunities always opportunities or seek more opportunities, and to make threats that are coming to become opportunities. Like they say here, strategic entrepreneurs and leaders find the greatest insights hiding behind SWOT. So before I move on, I want 1, 2, 3 people to tell me about the class, what they've learned so far. I don't want to just be the top, 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 top. So, or should I start calling names? At least I can see we have a couple of people in here with me. Can we start calling names? Adebumi, Boomite, Fabulous, Nurturer, Miriam, Ololade. Oh yeah, I'm calling you first. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Miriam, are you there? I hope you can unmute. Okay,
Yes,
Ijeoma, you
I'm
want to
here.
say something? Okay, let's
I'm here.
Ijeoma. I think Ijeoma say something. Ijeoma, you can say something, but Miriam will go next. Okay, Ijeoma is not talking. Okay, Miriam, you have the floor.
Okay, thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. What I've been able to get so far, the topic being discussed is that weaknesses aren't bad. They make us understand our weak points, and also we have to look at those things we hesitate doing or we find difficulties in doing. So we either eliminate them or we outsource them.
Thank you very much for that. Any other person willing to give us a feedback, please? If one of my sponsors should come now and say the only person that spoke is getting something, you know how we do it. Oh. I'm not here. Oh. At least Miriam has spoken. So maybe that's maybe everything will just come to Miriam today. So this, uh, I'll do this. I think there anyone that has something to tell us? Okay. Anyone willing to say something about SWOT? Stella, Pan, you've been concentrating strongly. Okay, you too, Fiyabo, please. Do I need to unmute you? You have the floor, please. I think I've allowed you to unmute.
Okay, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to more grace to your elbow. We really appreciate your mentorship, your sponsorship, all your contribution towards the betterment of women in Lagos State and in the whole of Nigeria. Actually, what I've learned so far is when someone wants to embark a business, we should be ready to face any challenge. And we should not let that challenge weigh us down. One of the key notes that we need to note down that there are good times and there are bad times. And when the good times comes, we should rejoice. And when the bad time comes, we should be ready to face it. Have the mindset that we're going to conquer and face it and make sure we provide solution to it. And you made us to know that opportunities are opportunities. And we should don't let our weaknesses or our challenge in the business, if we want to prosper in it and make it develop very well, we should not let our weaknesses weigh us down, leading to the folding of that business. If we want to aspire more in it, that we should use that challenge you're facing, the problem we are facing, we should challenge it and turn it to a bigger opportunities for us, for the business to develop, for the betterment of the business, for the business to develop more. So those are the things I've learned so far.
Alone. So that's
you very
another
much.
thing. SWOT is not always about business alone. SWOT is something you can do around your life, so it's not always around business alone. You understand? SWOT is
Even the family.
Family. Thank you very much. I don't know when I'm doing the goal setting. I actually wanted to do goal setting today, but I couldn't find the goal slide that I wanted to use. I wasn't going to use the goal for business. I wanted to use areas of goal that people work with. So SWOT is just like a checker. You can use it to check your friends. You can use it to check your products. So you can look at this product, which one is your strength? This product, which one is your weakness? That is the one that is not selling, that is bringing anything, that is not yielding. Then which one is an opportunity? Then which one is threat? Threat is the one that tomorrow they can ban it, it can expire, they can come and lock your shop because you are selling it, or maybe it's a product that needs some kind of licenses that is special, that is very expensive.
Before someone can engage in,
you understand. SWOT can be in different aspects. It's not only in business. It can be even in the organizations you belong to. This organization, does it add to me? Is it a strengthening organization? Is it just a place for noise? Is it a place that is not adding value to me?
Am I really gaining out of this?
Exactly. This association, is it an association that when people see me there, they will not I will not benefit? You see, a lot of organizations, we say they are not religious or political. It's not like they don't understand what they are doing. It's just that they are trying to limit threats or weaknesses, They are not biased or deviating towards one place or the other. So you look like, if I'm in this organization, is it going to limit me? Is it going to add value to me? Is it going to give me something that I want? Okay, is it an organization where there are opportunities? Will I have, like, if you belong to some will I get scholarship? Will I get grants? Will I get travel opportunities? Will I get market connection? So SWOT is something you can do. So let me quickly treat that. So you can see what I have here now. I said areas of concentration for SWOT.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
areas of concentration, I said, number one, it can be your personal. You can do SWOT for your behavior. Then for skills, which of your skills are outdated? The one that you don't need anymore. Please limit it. On your CV, for those looking for job, which are the Google now, use AI, which skills are extinct? What are the things that if you talk, they will look like, who are you? Then the education, which one? It's like you want to go and look for a job now, you're putting your primary school or your nursery certificate into it. Who needs it? It's only in places where they need to verify your age or something about your background that they need those kind of certificates. Remove it. The knowledge gap, are you feeling it? The network you keep, the community you belong to, the groups that you belong to, your product, like I said, the service you are putting, your marketing strategy, the marketing style. There are some people, they don't have business on Instagram. WhatsApp is enough for you. Have you done your SWOT to see what is bringing? Some, Facebook is where your people are. What are you looking for on LinkedIn? Some people are on LinkedIn. That is where they are. Some are supposed to be on TikTok. If you're not doing something professional or serious, they are for you on TikTok. Not that it's not professional, but you understand the aspect of professional I mean. Then the feedback that you are getting from people. Those are the SWOTs too. There are areas, the SWOT, feedback and reviews that are getting can help you understand. Like when I started my business, speed, quality, and management were what people praise me, and that was my strength. Your strength is what you should market. You don't have business marketing your weakness. Please leave your weakness where it is. Don't say, the thing is, I'm your best plug when it comes to catering, although we don't have lights in our area. So, but patronize me. I will try and fuel my generator. Please, 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 please spare me the details. You understand? What I
Okay.
need is for this wedding cake, the taste, the sumptuous, the luxury, the whatever delicious taste that you want. I understand that some people don't like sugar. I understand your party. I know you are bringing kids. Give me those things. That's your strength. Market it. Project your strength while you work on your limitations. I mean your weakness or what they say. Then the kind of people around you, the money you have, finance. If you have people that will sponsor you, leverage. If you don't have, do savings and look for some investment that you put money into that will now be something that will fetch you extra income. Technology, you need laptop. Like which day now that the first time we had this SWOT class, technology gave us issues, but we had. As I'm talking to you, I have three screens. This is one screen, this is another one, and this is another one. I have three screens that I'm working with. Where I'm projecting is different from where I'm talking, and it's different from view that I'm using because I need to see how everything is working. You understand? So this is what it is about technology. Which one are you leveraging? Then the market. Marketing is different from market. Access to market. What market do you have access to? Your environment. I was in Ibadan when I started. I was like the best in my environment. Like no doubt. People tell me, I know. That's how to know your strength. And then my market was in Lagos. My aunt just came to visit. I was like, oh my God, this is what you are giving us. Come over to Lagos. We can make things better. And that was how I came to Lagos. And coming into Lagos within 3 months, the market picked up, you know. And the relationships that you keep, too, the friendship and all that, evaluate them. Even the kind of circles, friends, and people around you can even help in your market or job or opportunities. So there are some that you have to cut or reduce, you have to embrace back. Then policies. You need to, if you are doing business or you are in job, you need to know policies like the tax that everybody is shouting now. Beep, 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 beep. It's starting in January. Those are policies that are going to affect many people. You can see even some payments that we are making that they pay into personal accounts. Everybody has started paying us their limited liability account now because they know that the tax on that one is going to be much more convenient for them than getting those millions in their personal accounts. So you can see That's it. Then testimonials, just like feedback, just like reviews. At the end of each program, you see we bring feedback. We tell you, tell us how you feel about this class. Tell us what you benefit from this class, and then you use it to improve. Those are things that you watch. Then communication. Communication skills is very important. I'm telling you guys, there are some of our paid classes that started in January. Please embrace them. Communication skills is everything. Is a marketing tool on its own. Communication skill is a very, very strong marketing tool. Try to improve on it. I have a certificate in communication. Like all I went to study is pure communication. How to talk to community, how to carry you along, how to learn, all those things. Then your family can be your strength. Check it out. SWOT analysis, do a SWOT, evaluate the resources that you have, technology, digital knowledge, work-life balance is something. The certification, like I said, some businesses need certification. You look into that aspect. The licenses you need, documentation. There are lots of it. I put here, list more areas you want to use SWOT to explore. It is you that know what you want to do. And now, this is your assignment for those that are still running on assignment, or you can go into your various groups and do the assignment there. Submit your assignment in your various groups where you are. For those that were still like Miriam, you can submit if you want, or you can submit ahead because your class starts this week as well. So for those their class has been done or there is still ongoing or that we are going to start, this SWOT area, you can see, like I gave you now. So for those that did this worksheet, I put it 4 boxes for each. You understand? This is like 16 boxes. So you give yourself, which one are you doing? Your strengths, your weakness, your opportunities, and the traits. Like I said, it's not only in business. Do a lot of evaluation. Self-awareness is even the first. Self-evaluation is always the first before you now go into other evaluations that you want to do. You understand? So do those SWOT analysis, list more areas and explore. You don't have to share. You understand? You can share what is sharing, but you don't have to share. You can just say these are the areas you want to do, but the in-depth one, you don't have to share. You grab. So just do those SWOT and then post your web assignment. So now let me take, can you suggest one area we should do a SWOT now so that you can understand how to work on SWOT when you start doing it? Can you just suggest one example? Anybody, you can type in the comment box if you don't want to talk. Which area do you think we can work on? Understand? So no sharing pressure, like I said. Life, work, business, choice yours. Give me an example of one area you want me to do a quick SWOT on before we go. We are supposed to wrap up in the next.
Oh, good job. You got one.
One is giving me example. Let me see one. So let's use a business. Let's say somebody is doing a catering business. The person's strength can be so let's say the person's strength is the person has a shop that is not paying rent. So let's say you're doing a catering business and you have maybe your father's house, your uncle's house, or your own house, you pay rent. So part of your strength is that rent you are not paying. Then market is very close to you. Your strength is that you have proximity. You have staff. Your strength is that you have groups. That is your strength. Then you have network strength. Now, weakness. The employees you have, most of them cannot do anything. You understand? Much. They cannot use technology. So that's weakness. So what do you do on that now? Then what other weakness? Another weakness is that you don't know how to use social media. Despite you cannot create adverts, you cannot create slides, you cannot create beautiful visual. That is weakness. Then opportunity. By January, there's going to be a call